Hi children, hope you are doing well. Today we shall go into grade 9th unit 2. So the theme of the unit is games and sports. So you should know the difference between games and sports. See how sportively we should be and how one player should have, what are the traits one player should possess. So let us see what this, now in this reading A, True Height, it is an inspirational story. It is an inspirational story of a player called Michael Stone, and let us see what is some special qualities of Michael Stone and what sport he has excelled in and how he has excelled in. Before going into the lesson, please look at this quotation of APJ Abdul Kalam. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. See, that means what? You should have a dream. Here, dream is nothing but when you see in sleep, it is your aim, it is your goal, or it is one thing which you wanted to achieve and you should go and reach your destination. And do you think you can sleep with that goal? No, it is highly impossible because you have to execute it and you have to reach the destination, and which doesn't allow you to sleep. And now the same way we will see another thought which is given in your textbook. Dream, and dream high. See, it's not only dream, you have to dream it high. For means it is because dreams lead to thoughts. See, once you get the dream, you will get a thought in your mind. Thought is nothing but a blueprint, and thoughts lead to actions. If you just have the thought that you should do it, automatically you will execute. Actions means you just implement it and you will go and reach to the destination. And let us see how it is dream has turned into thought and the thought turned into action in this lesson. Now let us go into the lesson. The reading 8 is True Height. So height is the measurement of the length, or it can be how well he has got succeeded and how he has reached the pinnacle of success. This story talks about the feeling of an athlete. Athlete means a sports person as he pursues his dream. Pursues means gets his dream. He wanted to fulfill his dream. Read about a nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life, and this story is about Michael Stone as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. Ultimate means final test of his sports career. Career, what is meant by career? Career is profession. And he dedicated his whole life and time to that particular thing. It's called career. It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. See, inspiring achievement. How he has achieved, it is an inspiration. But still one more adjective is added. It is awe-inspiring. See, awe-inspiring. So what is awe-inspiring? Amazing. Amazing or stunning achievement that will leave you breathless. Now look into this. His palms were sweating. He needed a towel to dry his grip. A glass of ice water quenched his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity. The meaning of hardly is it's with high difficulty. He just cooled his intensity. Here intensity is passion. Intensity, passion. The AstroTurf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. See, AstroTurf means a grass-laid mat-like structure, artificial grass-laid structure where players can play or walk on, whatever it is. He sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. Why it was hot? He felt the tension. The pole was set at 17 feet. Why did we say it is a pole? It is nothing but he is a pole vault player. He plays vault. The pole was set at 17 feet. So set means it has been installed to 17 feet. So it is installed. So pole is installed here. So what is the height? It was 17 feet. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Personal best means already his achievement. That was his personal best. Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. So confronted means faced the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. So that was the day where he wanted to face his. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people. Here stands means it's a noun. It is nothing but stadium. Full packed stadium where all people are gazing at him. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people around, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. Note this point. Even he has completed his achievement here, even he has done his thing, still people were looking, audience were looking at him. Still after 1 hour. The pole vault is truly the glamorous event. What do you mean by glamour? Graceful event, beautiful event of any track and field competition. Track and field competition goes with athletes. It can be high jump, it can be long jump, hurdle jump. The sportsman combines the grace of gymnast with the strength of bodybuilder. For this, what is needed? There are many parameters are needed. It's like a grace of gymnast, and also he needs strength of bodybuilder. And not only one trait he has to have many traits. Pole vaulting also has the element of flying, and also he should learn how to soar high or how to fly in the air. And thought of flying as high as 2-storied building. See, 1 story, 2 stories. 2-storied building is a merely fantasy to anyone watching such an event. Fantasy means vision, imagination. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. Quest means he wanted to anyhow acquire that. As long as Michael could remember, he had always dreamed of flying. See, he remembered always, 24/7, he remembered or he dreamed of flying. Michael's mother read him numerous stories about flying when he was growing up. Here you need to note down why Michael Stone's mother read him numerous stories. Instead, he read the numerous story. Instead, he read it. Now, we'll come back to that again. Her stories were always the ones that described the land from the bird's eye view. Bird's eye view means very detailed look. Her excitement and passion for details made Michael's dream full of color and beauty. The way Michael's mother explains or tells the story or narrates the story is so minute and detailing. She gives full detailing in that story. So he could envision it. Michael had this one recurring dream, recurring again and again, causing again and again. He would be running down a country road. Country means village. Country road, he could feel. See, again you can see the word feel, the rocks and chunks of the dirt at his feet. See, nowhere it is given that he could see or he could feel. Just he felt, that's it. The chunks means the grains of dirt or the small pebbles. It was touching his feet. As he raced down the golden lined wheat field. As I told you earlier, his place was village. He could see either side the wheat fields. He would always, so he would begin soaring like an eagle. So as he was running, he just overtook the other locomotives. Locomotives means automobiles or any vehicles running by. He would begin soaring like an eagle. The way he ran, he was like literally flying in the sky. Where he flew would always coincide with his mother's story. As he was flying, he would coincide. Coincide means which tally, which is very similar to his mother's stories. Now, coming to his dad. His dad, on the other hand means on the other side, was not a dreamer. Why he is telling father is not a dreamer? Earlier we saw mother used to tell the stories, fiction stories, just to imagine and visualize. But whereas father is not like that, he is not a dreamer. So father's name is Birdstone. So father's name is Birdstone. Was hardcore realistic. Hardcore means very strong, very strict. Strict. Or here. Hardcore realistic. He believed in hard work and sweat. His motto, if you want something, work for it. So what is father's motto? If you want something, so what you should do? If you want something, work for it. So whose motto it is? Birdstone's motto, father's motto. You have to work for it. From the age of 14, Michael did just that. That means he worked for it. He began a very careful and regimented weightlifting program. So first what he did, what father gave him a training, how did he train him? Regimented means very strictly, very meticulously, very delicately he organized all the things and gave him training in weightlifting. As we told earlier, he needs even the bodybuilder. He worked out every other day with weights. Worked out means he exercised to build his body with some kind of running work on alternate days. Say already we discussed he needs to run very quick, fast. The program was carefully monitored, checked. He was by Michael's coach. Who is coach here? Birdstone itself. Father itself is a coach. Trainer, coach, trainer, and father. Michael's dedication, determination and discipline was a coach's dream. So what in addition a person should have? What are the characteristic trait one person should have? 3 Ds. They are dedication, determination, and discipline. What is dedication? It is nothing but to commitment or one single-minded focus. Commitment. He has to commit for one goal, for one aim. He has to aim for one thing and he has to dedicate to that. And what is determination? And he has to fix it for a long time without a break. Continuously he has to carry on without a break. See, though whatever may come, whatever hurdles may come in the between, he should not stop it. He should continue with the dedication and discipline. And he has to have control over his rules. So he has to follow some rules. May it be very difficult for him to follow. He has to set some rules. Besides being an honest student, Michael Stone continued to help his parents with their farm chores. What is chores? Work. So, works related to his farm. Michael's persistence in striving for perfection was not only his obsession but his passion. See, persistence again. Again, one more characteristic trait of a person for a achiever is persistence. Try and try without stop. It is like determination. So, you can go with persistence. Nothing but non-stop. So without stop, he need to continue to work out. And striving for perfection. Striving means somehow he wanted to get it. Not only just doing it should complete it with perfection. Was not only his obsession but filled with passion. Passion means the most important one, interesting one. Mildred Stone, Michael's mother. So now mother's name is Mildred Stone. So Michael Stone's mother's name is Mildred Stone. Father's name is Bert Stone. Now see the difference. See how was father? He was very hardcore realistic, whereas Mildred Stone wished that he could relax a bit more and be that free dreaming little boy. So mother wants him to relax for some time. On one occasion, she attempted to talk to him and his father about this. This means to get relaxation, to just have a break from his workout. But his dad quickly interrupted, disturbed in between, smiled and said again the motto, if you want something, work for it. There is no stopping, there is no relaxation in between. You have to work out day in and day out. Only then you can achieve something. All of Michael's words today seem to me the reward for his hard work. Now if you see the achievements of Michael Stone, all those are rewards of every day's work. If Michael Stone was surprised, thrilled and arrogant about clearing the bar at 17 feet, you could not tell. As soon as he landed on the inflated landing mat. Inflated landing mat means, see, this is a pole vault. A player has to take one pole. See, this one actually it is set to 17 feet. He has to jump over it. So he has to overcome this. More than 17 feet, he has to jump with the pole. So after that, he has fallen down on the ground. He should fall down on the ground. This is called inflated landing mat. This is called landing mat. So how he felt when he just landed? As soon as he landed on the inflated landing mat and with a crowd on his feet, Michael immediately began preparing for his next attempt to flight. So it was the next attempt. So as he was here, so all the people around the stadium was under his feet. He seemed oblivious of the fact that he had just surpassed his personal best by 3 inches and that he was one of the final 2 competitors in the pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. Oblivious means it's not clear. Oblivious, not clear. Not clear. That he had just surpassed his personal best. Surpassed means excelled. So, surpassed. Excelled. He has excelled his personal best by 3 inches and that was one of the final 2 competitors in pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. So plus 17 inches plus 3 feet he has jumped. Michael cleared the bar at 17 feet and 2 inches and 17 feet 4 inches. Again he showed no emotion. So again second time again he increased his personal best above his personal best 17 inches and 4 feet. He jumped high and no emotion he showed. Constant preparation and determination were his vision. What was his only goal? He has to prepare constantly. See, he didn't stop after he has achieved. Again he has prepared. Preparation was constant, continuation and determination without stop. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan. G-R-O-A-N. Groan means shout or voice or noise made by the audience. Groan. He knew the other vaulter had missed the final jump. So he understood. See, he didn't see or he didn't look. He just heard and understood by the audience groan, audience shout. Michael needed to clear the vault to win. A miss would get him second place. Now only 2 contestants. One is Michael Stone, the other one. Now if he missed, he will the second. So nothing to be ashamed of. But Michael would not allow himself the thought of not winning the first place. See, this line you have to understand very clear, children. Even a thought, see, your action, your result is a blueprint in your thought. Your thought is your blueprint. So if you think, what if I can't do, definitely you will not. So if you think very strongly, it is a law of attraction. If you think, yes, I can do it, definitely you will do it in reality. That is what he is telling. Would not allow himself the thought of not winning first place. So he was fully obsessed with that he is going to win. So he rolled over and did his ritual for 3-finger tipped push-up. Ritual means habitually what they do before starting the game. He found his pole, stood and stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his 17-year-old life. See, he is 17-year-old. See, he found the pole what set up. Runway means, see, he has to run from some distance with the pole and then place that pole and he has to jump up and he has to land. So, this place is called runway. So, he has to run with the pole. So what he did, stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his. So that was the final day, in final sports he has to win. The runway felt different this time. It startled him for a brief moment. Startled, confused, nervous, shocked, brief moment, a little while. Then it all hit him like a wet bale of hay. So as he ran the runway, the cool breeze hit him as if he was in the wheat field. Earlier we have seen, mother was telling a story, so he just dreamed as if he was moving in the wheat field. So that feeling he got. Wet bale of, bale means bundle of hay. Bale means bundle. Hay means dried grass. Dried grass. Where you can find all this? In the field. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. Now some more height. The final thing was this pole was set somewhere. It was raised to 9 inches. That's only 1 inch off the national record. So earlier there was a national record. Now 1 inch higher he has to win. He thought. The intensity of the movement filled his mind with anxiety. Anxiety, feeling of nervousness. He began shaking off the tension from his body. He just moved his body. He did some movement so that he loses his tension and nervousness. It wasn't working. He became still more tensed. Why is it happening to me now? He thought. He began to get nervous more and more. Fear would be more accurate description. It was his fear actually. Accurate means exact. What was he going to do? He had never experienced these feelings. Then out of nowhere and from the deepest depth of his soul, he envisioned his mother. Envisioned, visualized his mother. Envisioned, visualized his mother. What he visualized? Why now? What was the mother doing in the thoughts at a time like this? It was simple. His mother always used to tell him whenever he felt tense or anxious or even scared or fear to take deep breath. So he thought of mother telling him to take deep breath when he was nervous. So he did. Along with shaking the tension from legs, he gently laid his pole at his feet. He began to stretch out his arm and upper body. The light breeze that was once there was now gone. He could feel a trickle of cold sweat running down his back. He carefully picked up the pole. He felt his heart pounding. Pounding means heartbeat. He was sure the crowd did too. Even crowd here is audience. Even they were very silently looking with tension. The silence was deafening. Look at this word, silence. See, it is very silent. How can it deaf your ear? When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. So it was very silent. Everyone was very eagerly waiting for him to just move up, soar up like an eagle, and in that he could hear robins birds flight, in a flight. So distant flight somewhere, robins were flying, he could hear the chirping of the birds. As he began sprinting down the runway, run very quickly, felt wonderfully different yet familiar. What was familiar here? The surface below him felt like the country road, and he used to dream about the rocks. And as he was running on the runway, he felt, see how he felt when mother was telling some stories, and he dreamt of, or he visioned as it was running in the countryside. His vision of golden wheat fields seemed to fill his thoughts. When he took a deep breath, it happened. He began to fly. See, as he moved, he began to fly. Take off. Take off means from his body just lifted up from the land. Take off was effortless. Very easily he lifted. Michael Stone was flying just as in his childhood dream. So you have seen him flying on the sky, just as in his childhood dream. Only this time he knew he was not dreaming, it was his reality. This was real. Everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. The air around him was the purest and freshest he had ever sensed. Michael was soaring with the majesty of an eagle. Majesty, dignity. So, majesty of an eagle. So, they compared majesty and dignity with an eagle. It was either the eruption of the people in the stands or the thump of his landing that brought Michael back to earth. So, when he just landed, he just felt like a thump sound. And all the people around, the audience around in the stand, they just started shouting. So erupted, they gave standing ovation and they shouted. That brought Michael back to earth. Until now where he was just engrossed in this sport. On his back with a wonderful hot sun on his face, he could only envision, he didn't see but he could just visualize the smile on his mother's face. He knew his dad was probably smiling too, maybe smiling too, even laughing. Bert would always do that when he got excited. Who is Bert? Father. Smile and then sort of laugh, giggle. Giggle means sort of laughing it is. What he did not know was that his dad was hugging his wife and crying. He was crying harder than Mildred, harder than his mother had ever seen before. She also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all, tears of pride. So his father cried. Earlier we saw he was strong, hardcore, realistic, but here father cried a lot and he got the tears of pride. Michael was immediately swarmed with people hugging and congratulating him on the greatest accomplishment of life. What is the greatest accomplishment of life? He won the National Junior Olympics. He later went on that day to clear 17 feet 6.5 inches, a national and international junior Olympic record. It wasn't record. With all the media attention and heartfelt congratulations, Michael's life would never be the same. It wasn't just because he won the National Junior Olympics and set a new world record, and it wasn't because he had just increased the personal best by 9.5 inches. It was simply because Michael Stone was blind. See? Now you might have understood. So he could not see. All these, that's why I told you, mother was telling stories. He was feeling, he envisioned, he was thinking, but he didn't, he sensed. All these words, the backdrop tells us that he can't see. So finally, it has been revealed that Michael Stone was blind. Even though he is blind, see, he has won the record, National Junior Olympic record. This was written by David Nastor. This lesson is written by David Nastor. Understood, children? So this is the thing. Here I told you to see. This is a pole vault. See, each player takes the pole. He runs. Finally, again he jumps back.